Happy Friday, Wildcats. And guess what Friday it is? Look around, look around, look around. It's the last Friday of the school year. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? It is the last Friday. I'm gonna miss you all so terribly. Not most of you. It's the last Friday of the school year. It is already. Like, we got like I've never seen an end of the year come so fast. Ridiculous. We're having a good school year. Like, we got eighth grade awards the other night. A lot of people. If you want your eighth grade awards, by the way, and we're not here the other night. Well, number one, why? It was packed. It was a pretty good turnout. But also too, I will send those up because today is eighth grade locker clean out, and so then we can also give you your um, certificates. Also, why we're thinking Wednesday, we are still have lockers in use. We will not be on our phones Wednesday during the day of good. So put that thought out of your mind right now. We will not be using our phones on the Wednesday of day of good. Now Thursday, next Thursday, last day of school, when most of you won't be here, but you can't be bringing backpacks on Wednesday. We're not bringing anything that you can put a marker on or anything like that. We're not doing any of that. Um, So that's kind of how we'll do things on that day. But no, on Wednesday day of good, we will not be having our phones until the very tail end. The last part we have everybody in the north south gym for our um, ending of the day of good, and we'll dismiss from there. So that's that. Um, Listen, also too, some of us are making poor choices at the end of the school year that now, not only are you going home for the rest of the school year, I'm actually instituting a 10-day suspension for the next school year. And if you're going to high school, that's going to be a big deal. That'll be a big deal, for you if that's going to happen. But don't do dumb things at the end of the school year. Like, this is not okay. And so, well, don't do dumb things anytime. But at the end of the school year, like, it's a fun time. So make it so. Not that big of a deal. Today, eighth grade locker cleanouts. Seventh grade academic win, and I shouldn't see you out about in the hallways. Sixth grade, you have structured play activity, and you could go outside if it's not raining. I think it is supposed to be raining. I'm doing these Thursday night. But in the gym, structured play activity, and then you guys don't forget next week during the two exam dates. I believe Monday is our biology final. So that I think is seventh grade day because I've got algebra finals on Tuesday, which is good. Some seventh graders take that, so I think that's the other sixth grade day. And then I think next week as well, um, we are doing a locker clean out for seventh grade, and I believe that might be right before we go out to spa. I have to look at that. But yeah, so we're ending the year quickly, and then again, Wednesday's an all advisory day with Day of Good. We are not moving around advisories during that day. Once you are in, you're in. If I see you moving around, I'm just going to see you home. It's just that easy. If you're going to go out where you're not supposed to be, we'll just go home. Or we'll go to ISS. Who wants that for Day of Good? Let's not make that poor decision. So, we got all that going on. Got the dance going on. Hopefully you told your parents last night to do the survey. We were real close to our goal, and so that was a good thing we wanted to do. It's just end of the year is coming. I mean, like, make sure too. By the way, end of the school year. Did you realize this is a big time feather in our cap? So in the honored schools that you guys filled out, and most of you on your own, we had more than anybody in the rest of the district. We did. We had 506. We had 21% of the honored schools present were ours. They were from ours to our teachers. No one else even came close to that. Like, I think Nora had maybe 400, and they kind of had their kids that made them do it. Like, they were like, I just put the computers out, and they all went hog wild in the cafeteria and honored your students, your teachers. So we had 506 of those. For every five in the district, one of them was from us. So that's nowhere like. I mean, Northview had a few. Eastwood didn't even like. If it was a pie graph, their piece of the pie was like one of those thin strips. Like they maybe got a sliver of something, and Northview got maybe a little bit more. But clearly here, like our students and our teachers rock socks and everything else. But you guys did a great job on that, so I really appreciate that. So just keep telling your teachers you appreciate them, like before, because it's gonna be pretty soon. It'll be summer, and and your parents will really appreciate the teachers at that time. They'll be happy to be back. They'll be counting down the days to August. So, yes, tell your teachers you appreciate them now, and because you're again, like I said, your parents will definitely appreciate them. Sorry, next Friday. All right, so I think that's all I've got. Let's get to announcements and go from there. All right, today is Friday, May the 17th, 2024. These are your morning announcements. Westlake Middle School is an average school-wide sign of distinction. The mission of Westlake Middle School is to reveal the genius of each Wildcat through a culture of joy, respect, and excellence. We believe every person deserves to be seen, affirmed, and to grow. Let's make sure we have our Wildcat ready. Lanyards and IDs around our necks. Binders and student organizers are with us. Backpacks and purses are in our lockers. Hats, sunglasses, and hoods are off. AirPods and phones and the big old over-the-ear headphones are in our lockers. Blankets stay at home. Today's schedule, we are having Spanish 1A test in the cafeteria today. That's a lot of you. And so this is a schedule. We'll run a regular Wednesday schedule. It is block 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 today. Afterwards, with lunch during period 6. And so today as well, so we have structured play activity for 6. We have academic win for 7. We have locker clean out for 8. You are cleaning out your lockers. All right. And then Monday, Monday, it actually is. So Monday will be academic win for 6, locker clean out and spa for the reading challenge 1 for 7th grade, but we do have a little extended time. And then computer return for 6th grade on Tuesday. You're going to bring the carts down to Mr. Neighbor's office. Then you're going to have your second spa. And then 7th grade, you will have academic win, in 8th grade academic win as well. It seems time to bring up this slide. I always have it on here, but I believe I'm talking to a lot of okay, let's say it, boys. I got you. We're saying a lot of this to boys. Make sure, by the way, with the hotness coming and then going outside more, that you take showers every day and you wear deodorant. That is Mr. Pitcock's PSA for all the young men out there. Wear deodorant. And girls too, but I think, boys, you're going to need to know this. 6th grade, especially too, that seems to be the hallway with kind of the odoriferous funk. So please make sure you're putting on deodorant and taking showers on a regular basis and getting your clothes washed. 7th and 8th grade, we have this talk every year, so that still applies to you. You don't get to stop wearing deodorant when you go upstairs or go to the 7th grade hallway. So there's the Pitcock PSA for today. All right, 8th grade dance. I sent home all the requirements and everything for that last night to your parents so they know who's bringing stuff. So they know this one right here, A through I drinks, water, soda, Gatorade, no glass bottles, please. J through P, salty snacks, which are chips, pretzels, Takis. Don't bring popcorn. That gets messy. Although you could, whatever. We can sweep that up. Q through Z is sweet snacks. Some like candy. Could be like a bag of candy bars or cookies or whatever. You bring those in. So whatever you get, you're eating. I mean, that's the thing. So if you come to the dance and no one brings anything, you just won't have any treats, and that's just going to be a dance, which is fine too. But this is the pitch in. Have this. You can bring it into the front desk starting on Monday, and you can do it Tuesday. You can also bring it to dance on Tuesday evening. I did also tell parents. I gave the parents some rules here. Number 1, no one from any place but West Lane and but an 8th grader is coming. Okay? If you try to bring somebody, I'm going to send you and them home. It's going to be embarrassing. Okay? Number 2, it is not a prom. You do not need to tell your parents, and I'm talking to ladies here, because that's usually, I need to buy a new dress for this thing. You all have nice dresses you can wear, and you can wear those. And you can dress as fancy as you want, or as casual as you would like. I'm not really worried about that whatsoever. Do make sure you dress appropriately for school. It's not to dress code, but make sure you're dressed appropriately. I think sometimes there's a difference between the two um, on that. Also too, if you have to be in good standing, which means you have to have your library books in. I almost think about you have to bring your ID, although I will maybe think twice about that. You can't have been in ISS for the last couple of days. You can't have been tardy the last couple of days. So get to class on time. That's kind of the deal here. So you got to be in good standing. And so if you've been suspended, that's a no. And if friends ask about like, hey, I'm at home learning. Nope, that too. You are not coming. So you have to be in good standing to come. But it's a good night, and so you can have fun. Again, it's 6:30 to 8:30. Make sure your ride's here by 8:30, and I know a lot of you take pictures and stuff, so that'll be fine. Okay, it is a picture. Bring your phones. It's a picture day, picture heavy time. Um, so as for the lights off, yes, because guess what? It's just you eighth graders. I don't have to worry about sixth graders and seventh graders doing anything dumb and keeping the lights on for a dance. And if that it was insulting to you as a sixth or seventh grader, you're probably the reason I had to have the lights on in a dance. But eighth grade, yeah. So those are the rules. It also does not cost anything except for you bringing the whatever you're pitching in for that. So when you get here, then you can eat the snacks and do that. But there's no charge to get into the dance other than being an eighth grader, I guess, here at Westline. And so I guess that's a pretty good deal. Also, so some of this being good standing, you got to bring your library books back. So I know eighth grade, you'll be doing a locker clean out tomorrow, so a lot of books will come back to Miss Muller. You don't want to owe her books at the end. She'll get them from you. She'll hunt you down and get them. All right. Again, I'm so impressed by this. So I think we added up the other day. We almost, if I did the math correctly, we've almost hit 500,000 minutes this year. And so I actually will get with Miss Muller to get like if we've hit 500,000 minutes, like that's impressive for the reading challenges. All right, RILECAP focus. Make sure you're writing in your student organizer every class, being on time to every class. Your first effort needs to be your best effort, and every task, goal, race, and year comes to an end. Therefore, make it a habit to finish strong. All right, clean up West Lane, your language messes, hallways, cafeterias, classrooms, restrooms. As we end the year, the trash needs to be thrown away. I don't want to leave it for the custodians to have to take all the trash out after the last day of school. Let's get rid of some of the trash now. And that actually, too, for teachers. If you have stuff you need to throw away, go ahead and get that thrown away. Have your students help you take trash out. Have your students help you take books down. Have your students help you with some of the things that are needed. Make sure that's getting done. All right, make sure you're washing your hands for 20 seconds after you use the restroom. Keep your hands off each other. Sixth grade students should not be in the seventh or eighth grade hallways unless they are there for a class. Cafeteria, please sit in the correct tables, at least for your grade level and facing the center. Please stay in your seat and have your ID. Returning from lunch, make sure you stay in your seat until class is called. Walk back with your teacher. The bell does not dismiss you from class, your teacher does. Breakfast students, you must report directly to the cafeteria off the bus, and you must be here dropped off by no later than 9:23 to get breakfast. We can't be dropped off at 9:25 or later and then figure we're going to have breakfast because buses are dismissed at 9:18. Car riders, we clear that line out really quick. If we had a long car line, then I would say, yes, you may eat. But the problem is, our car line, led by the awesome Mr. Melrose, he gets that cleared real quick. So you're just getting here late, and so there's no breakfast if you're getting here late. Sorry, but that is the rule. We can't have people pass that. Those of you eating breakfast, and those of you following along the new kind of the new setup, you're doing an awesome job. Unless we spill cereal on the floor, but that's an accident. I get that, but you guys are doing a great job of keeping your tables clean too and following all those rules. All right, all food should be eaten in the cafetorium. No food should be eaten outside the cafetorium. Restroom privacy. Please give students using the restroom appropriate privacy in the restroom. And all cell phones are in your locker between 9:25 and 4:25. They'll be taken if they are seen or heard. Don't forget our motto, Cada Wildcat, Cada Dia Mejora, which means every Wildcat, say it with me, every day gets better. All right, so, whoa, what was that? All right, so I don't think I did any funny faces, and I think Mrs. Rios' class is getting ready to do another one of those. What's he thinking? He makes a face. So I can pose for one. Yeah. So what did he just say there? Anywho, let's make a fantastic Friday. All right, let's keep it together. You have some fun start. Don't forget, I will call down the Spanish 1A students in the cafetorium. There are 114 of you, and so Miss Miller, Mr. Andre, and Miss Petronoff are all going to proctor your test today. And again, sixth graders are going outside or inside doing structured play activity. Seventh grade, uh, you're doing academic win. Eighth grade, locker clean out into academics. Make sure you turn in everything. Make sure all the trash thrown away, and library books get to the correct location. Thank you and have a fabulous Friday.